be a difficult one, obviously. We've seen what they were capable of last week. They were really good in the first half and the second half, but we upped their game, so I imagine it'll be no different tomorrow.
Allan, you've obviously played in a lot of big European ties for Rangers, a lot of experience at this level. Where do you think you've found success in your time at Rangers under Steven Gerrard in European competition?
I think mainly the organisation of the boys. When we've done well in Europe, we've stuck to the game plan throughout the whole 90 minutes. I think that's where we've got our joy.
I mean, you've obviously been involved in a lot of big European nights, Barcelona, Bremen, Belgrade, when backs to the wall. What's the key to come away with a result when you're in a game like that, which could be tomorrow?
Well, as I said, that's from when the gaffers came. I think our organisation's got to be spot on. For the whole 90 minutes, I don't think it was last week, but in the periods of the game when it was very important for us. And I think that's what helped us get the victory last week. So our organisation tomorrow's got to be spot on.
Allan, it was obviously a frustrating result at the weekend. How important have senior figures like yourself been in making sure the boys are picked up and confidence levels as high as possibly can be for tomorrow night's game?
I think all the boys need to be confident. We've come off bad results recently, but again last week we showed what we can do, and it has to be more on a consistent basis. That's what wins you things. So I think as a squad we need to be more consistent.
Allan, you made a big save at 2-0 just before Rangers got back into the game. How big do you think a moment that was, and do you think that by the end of the game you'd found out how to play against Braga a lot better?
Well, because of the way the game went and what the result was, it probably was a big moment in the game. But I think after, even first half, we created a lot of chances, so we knew what we had to do. It's just a case of going and doing it. I think compared to the first half, I thought we were a lot better in the second half and took our chances.
Stephen, can you just give us an update on the fitness of the squad, including Borna Barisic?
Yeah, so Borna's with us, as you know. He came through training yesterday alone and trained with the group perfectly well today. So he's available. The rest of the group have come through the weekend fine.
Stephen, you've spoken about individual errors obviously coming to haunt you the last few weeks. How important when it's 90 minutes do or die is it that they're completely eradicated tomorrow night?
Well, I think against this level of opposition, if you make big individual errors, I'm sure they'll be punished. I don't think necessarily against Braga last week it was individual errors. I think it was more a mixture of us not having the right shape and organisation at the time the goals happened, and also I think you'd have to pay respect to the opposition. I think the first goal is a wonderful strike in any game of football. And the second goal, there's a bit of real good play from their behalf, albeit we have analysed both goals and feel as if we could have done better as a team. But going back to your question, of course, at any level of football, certainly Europa League, against the opposition like Braga, you need to eradicate individual errors. Of course you do.
I would like to know what is your opinion about Braga after seeing the first match, and do you believe that you are favourites for tomorrow's second leg?
I don't think my opinion on who's favourites tomorrow is very important. What we know is we've got a very difficult 90 minutes ahead, a real big challenge. We have a small advantage going into the game, but in no way do we think we're favourites, and in no way do we feel we've got any reason to be overconfident. So we have huge respect for the challenge ahead, and we're really looking forward to the game. We're playing against a fantastic team who are in real strong form. Again, they won at the weekend, so we need to be ready, and we need to try and play as close to our best as we can.
Stephen, given the way the team ended the first leg and the way they were playing, do you feel confident that you can come here and get goals tomorrow?
Yes. We want to come here and carry a threat. We want to try and cause as many problems to Braga defensively as we possibly can. In no way are we coming here to hold on and suffer for the majority of the game. So I think it was quite clear last week. We had some problems in the first half, down to our shape and maybe individuals within our shape doing different things to what we actually wanted to do. Once we regrouped and reset that at half-time and we played as a team with the right structure and the right organisation, that allowed us to be more of a threat and be more attacking. And the difference over both halves from attacking point of view is we took our chances. We got a little bit of luck with the third goal. So, you know, we expect tomorrow, if we've got the right game plan and we carry it out to the best of our ability, that we can cause problems or create chances, and then it's obviously over to individual players to go and execute.
Hi, Stephen. You were talking about individual players. I'm wondering if you're referring to Aribo, that was like a secret weapon on the first leg, and is the pressure on the side of Rangers for this game, because conceding a goal from Braga could be dangerous since they have scored 2 goals away?
I think the level of pressure is the same on both teams. I think both teams will be expected in terms of their own camp to progress. So I have to live with the pressure of the Rangers supporters and the club expecting us to qualify, and I'm sure it's the same for Braga. Joe Aribo's a fantastic player, and he's scored 2 really good goals in the last 2 games for Rangers. I think that's 9 goals now and maybe 7 assists. So he's doing fine from an individual point of view, and he's a real good type. I'm really enjoying working with Joe. But in terms of the pressure, I think it's 50-50 for both teams, because once you get to this stage of the competition, both sets of supporters will be pushing the team on to qualify for the last 16. So I assume they're under the same pressure as I am.
Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Hello. After the first game with 5 goals, what will be the strategy of the Rangers for this second game?
I think the only surprising thing from the first game was that there was only 5 goals. I think Braga had some other chances to score goals, and we had more chances to score. It could have been a game that was 5-4, 5-5, 4-3. There could have been a lot more goals because there was some real good attack and play from both teams. In terms of the strategy, I don't think it's quite clever for me to give my strategy or my game plan away 24 hours before the game in front of a live audience. There's no reason for me to do that. So if you're here tomorrow, I think you'll see our strategy, and we'll know come the final whistle whether it works or not.
Stephen, just given the opportunities at stake this week with tomorrow night's game and Saturday as well, how important is it that the boys grasp that, just given the way the league situation?
Tomorrow night's very important, and I'll bump into you on Friday and we'll discuss Saturday then. But tomorrow's a very important game for many reasons, and it is an opportunity that we want to grab, yes.